So we're here in my prep room, my canning room. I'll give you a little overview of when I tell you that I'm going to my prep room. This is where I'm going. That's a little overview. So today what I decided I wanted to do, because I told you guys that I'm going to be canning and getting myself prepared, I thought it would really make sense before I really started showing you the canning process, to do a few cannings by myself, and also to show you my prep room, to show you that this is what I've been talking to you about, getting yourself prepared. And I've gotten this little by little. Now the shelving that is on is a little beat up, but they're clean. Sometimes you'll get the rust marks on it or whatever from the silver, but there is all clean. I had them out in my garage, my outdoor garage, and so I had to bring them in because I had to have some place to put this. Maybe one day I'll get some beautiful shelving and it'll be really nice and aesthetic to the eye. I hope so. Maybe somebody will send me some. Maybe I'll get a sponsor to put all of this in. But I wanted to show you what you can do little by little. And I've done this over time. I'm trying to prepare myself so that I'm ready and my family, that we're ready for this next wave that's coming. You know, when COVID hit, I wasn't prepared. I was like, okay, so what now? There's no toilet paper. There's hardly any food. Everybody's at the store grabbing everything. So little by little, I've been getting myself together, and let's talk about what we have here. Okay, so on my upper shelf, you can see some of the things I have. I have coffee, extra coffee, cereal. I have oatmeal, corn. In case your electrical grid goes down, you're not going to be able to stick popcorn in the microwave if you want some. So you better be prepared to, to do something other than the norm. I have rice-a-roni in the back there, crackers in back, grits, juices, some Tang. I figured, hey, all you got to do is add some water to that Tang. I used to drink it a lot when I was a little girl. On the end over there, I have different kinds of pastas and pastas in the back. On this shelf, the next shelf down, I have chunky chicken noodle soup and beef soup and steak and potato soup and progresso soup. All of these soups will come in handy because I will be able to put them over rice. I will be able to put them over noodles, and they all have meat in them. So if I need extra calorie or extra nutrition down the line, I will have my soups with the meat in it. Savory chicken and wild rice. I do have split pea. I love split pea soup. I have different types of corn, green beans we have. We have our green beans. I have green peas, lima beans. Okay, and we're going to go down another shelf. I had to get off of the step stool, guys. I was on a step stool. So on this shelf, I have some chili. We eat lots of chili here. I make it, by scratch, and also take it out of the can when I'm not preparing a pot of chili. We have ravioli, chicken noodle soup, bean soups. I have different kinds of seasoned green beans, some mixed greens. I also have some greens that I cooked and put them into the freezer. But in case my freezer is not working properly, I have some here in my long-term storage. I have pork and beans and black-eyed peas over there. Now, on this shelf down here, let's start all the way over here to the end. We have some tuna. I love albacore tuna. I also have, let me move back a little bit so you can see. I have some salmon. I have Spam. Hey guys, I don't know what to tell you, but you know Granny loves Spam. You guys already know. You guys already know. And in the back I have some potted meat and sausages and all kinds of goodies. Also, we have some roast beef. We have some, canned roast beef. I have some spinach. I have diced tomatoes. I really love cooking with this fire roasted diced tomatoes. I have an assortment of shrimp cocktail and peaches for the grandbaby. She loves it. I have different kinds of sauces. We have mustard and mayo and syrup and ketchup. I've got pickles in there, different kinds of pickles. I have some string beans that are in a jar. In the back of there, I hope you can see it, I also have some chicken broth. I have extra mayo, baking soda. You can use baking soda for a variety of things, including unstopping your shower with some vinegar. It works really well. We have lots of snacks there. We have some Jiffy Mix to make us some cornbread. You know, Granny loves that cornbread. Some beans, some potatoes, some diced carrots. I have more pasta here. And in back of there, I have some honey buns that my grandbaby loves. I also have some of this magnesium, in case my stomach is upset. Let's go down to the bottom. I have some snacks of chips. I got a little shampoo in there, coffee creamer. All the way in the back you can see I've got sandwich bags and Ziploc freezer bags. Right there I have, let me put this up. I have some hydrogen peroxide. We have extra virgin olive oil. We have cooking oil here, vegetable oil. I have some Velveeta cheese, which I think is a really good idea. I think I'm going to get some more of that because you don't have to refrigerate it. I have tomato juice, other juice, more snacks. On this top shelf over here, we have some different kinds of tomato sauce. I have the Ragou's and the Great Value canned sauces. Also have peanuts. Peanuts, you know, during the war, a lot of the soldiers survived off of eating boiled peanuts. They're very good in iron or something, I think. I'm not quite sure, but they're very good peanuts. Peanuts are good for you. That's why we have some peanut butter also. We have peanut butter. I have cream of mushroom soup that I can always use to help make a meal, or just eat it just like that by itself. We have carnation milk. I also have pet milk. So that's what I have over here on this side stored for right now. If you notice, I have cardboard underneath my cans, and that's going to, you know, help protect them. I tried to make room in between them so that they can get lots of air. Let me move over here a little bit so I can show you some of these. Here we have some pasta, different little pasta packages, and they're not very expensive, but you can have a meal off of that, you know, if it comes to it. This, I love, love, love these. Little packages of tuna. My grandbaby absolutely loved these packages of tuna. She'll just open one and make herself a snack. It's, you know, whenever she wants something quick to eat, she loves them. Okay, over in here I have some extra things also, seasonings. Have iodized salt. Always make sure you have some iodized salt handy. Very, very, very important. I have, let me move this here because actually underneath there I have some of the same canning salt and some kosher salt. We have a couple of layers of that I'm using for my canning that I told you about. And seasonings, this is garlic. Plan on taking some out perhaps and putting it into this, you know, container here. I've used it all out of there, so this is something that I'm going to be using for my canning. I also have some little packages of salt. Little package, okay, can you see? Little packages of salt and little packages of black pepper here. Now, another item that's going to come in handy, and I know it absolutely will, is dry non-fat dry milk, because there's going to be a lot of things that you may need milk for, and you may not have milk in the refrigerator. So you can always substitute, add a little water to the dry milk, and voila, you got your milk. Let's see, I wanted to show you something else that I had, and I don't know what I did. Oh, there they are. I have some egg mix, dried egg mix. Now, I haven't had this since I was a child. I have a neighbor who brought this over for me, and she was like, I don't know if you've ever had this or if you like it or don't like it. I was like, yes, I love dry egg mix. I haven't had it since I was a child, but hey, I'm sure that's going to be a very good source to have in my pantry here. Moving over here, along with the seasonings, the different seasonings here. Whenever I go to the store, I pick up an extra one or two. They're only, what, $1 or $1, a little over $1. So I pick up some extra ones, and eventually I will put them all in one jar so that they can hold up better. But for right now, that's going to have to suffice. I made sure, guys, that I got me some yeast. I ordered this actually off the internet because I could not find yeast at the store anywhere. So that's another option that you have. If you can't find something at your store, go on the internet and order it, because yeast, you know, if you want to make bread, or if so many different options you have for the yeast. So I'll have my dry milk, I have my yeast, I have my flour. I can make some homemade bread, you know. And I'll show you my other fire source of being able to cook if my electricity goes out. So here I have some more popcorn that I'm going to be putting in a, oh no, this is not popcorn. I'll take that back. This is yellow split peas. I've had regular green split pea, but I've never had yellow split pea. The same lady that gave me the egg mix gave me this. So I'm going to give it a try. It's probably the same as the green split pea. So here I have a supply of pectin. I also have, this is the powdered pectin, and that is the liquid pectin that I will be using to make my jellies and jams with. My daughter had to go a long distance from here to get this. She went to like 3 stores and could not find pectin, the powdered kind, but she went out of her way to go and get that for me, because I'm going to be putting up jellies and jams, so that's going to be part of my preparation. Now, we do have a little doggy and we have a cat. So make sure that you have extra cat food. Make sure you have extra dog food, canned dog food, whatever it is that your dog likes. In the back down here, I have some Gatorade. I'm not a big fan of Gatorade or anything like that, but I know that it does have a nutritional value to it that I felt that I needed to have some. So I have some Gatorade there. Excuse me guys, I'm bending down and I'm in back of, let me show you. Okay, so in the front here under this table, I have a ton of canning mason jars, and all of these are going to get used because I'm canning something as often as I can. I'm learning, and I'm having fun at it. I'm really enjoying it. So in back of there, I just want to show you that I have some bleach, and I have a nice little supply extra of laundry detergent, and I got different kinds because I'm not a stickler on a particular brand as long as it gets my clothes clean. So that's my supply of canning jars there. And then also I'm going to show you as I go along another supply of canning jars. So let's see where we go from here. Okay, so over here is where I'm going to have a lot of my canning things. Here, as you can see, I have some canned foods that I've already canned, some chicken down there, some ground beef, some chicken breasts. The chicken over there are legs and thighs. The corn here I've got to can. I've got some cucumbers. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I'm going to pickle them or something. I've never really done it before, but I'm going to give it a try. Here I have this large cooler that we bought from a lady in town when we first moved here, and it has really come in handy. It is just like having a refrigerator, but on, steroids. And it holds a lot, and I'm thankful, very thankful to have it. Oh, let me show you this. In here, I also have some canned ham. Now, canned ham, how can you go wrong, right? It does call for it to be refrigerated. However, it is fully cooked, and let's see, look at the expiration date on this canned ham. 2023, okay? So, I thought that was a no-brainer. Get some canned ham. Does it have to be refrigerated? Yeah, it says up there, keep refrigerated. But I think they do have some that you can leave on the shelf. I got this because I figured, hey, I have this cooler, and I'm going to get me some canned ham. 2023, and it's 2020. So that's going to hold up really well. I have a few tomatoes in here, and I put different things in there. So it's a little messy in here, guys, because I kind of move things around so that I can show you. So bear with me. Bear with me. This is just to show you my ground beef that I have canned. Now I did add ground beef is oily, and that's okay because that's going to help preserve it. But I also did add some broth in there. This is my chicken breast. That looks yummy. And these are the legs and thighs. I canned these. And then these are the peaches that I just did. So I'm going to make a meal out of all of these, and as I make them, I'm going to tell you, what I made and how I made it, and what made me really determined to do canning was because I had a freezer that went out on me. I had a freezer that literally went out on me, and I was in a pickle because I had, we're very fortunate that we have several freezers here, but because we had a restaurant, this was a processing plant in here. This was a plant that we did all our tamales in. So of course we're not doing tamales right now with the pandemic and with the restaurants and all being closed down. So I decided that I'm going to convert it into this. And for right now, it is absolutely serving the purpose of what I really feel that Grandpa, would want it to serve. I have a bathroom here. I have some little snacks here, nuts and raisins and berries. I have a big container of walnuts. I have, I'll show you what I'm going to be doing with this later. I have bay leaves. We also have a 3-compartment sink in here and a wash sink. And I do, like I said, have a bathroom, but it's a little junky in there right now, so I'm not going to show you that. But also I have a commercial stove. Now I need to clean my burners. I cleaned them in the past and I wet them. And don't wet your burners because you just have a mess. But when I learn how to clean them properly, I think I got to put them in the oven. I'll do that. But for right now, it's working fine for me. I have a huge oven here. And the stove is a Vulcan. And it is a 6-burner stove. And believe you me, it comes in handy. Now here, under this table, this is my work table that I have right here by my stove. But this is my work table. This is where I'm doing all the canning and all of that. As you can see, I have my canning books that I'm learning from. I have a ball canning, back to basics, a complete guide to pressure canning, the USDA canning book, and one of the very old versions of the ball canning that I've gotten a couple of recipes out of that I'm going to be doing, like the jellies and stuff like that. So that's what we have here. Fortunate in my little room here. I have air conditioning. I have everything that I need. Now let me show you, along with the canning, what else I'm doing to prepare. Okay, so here, and I'm going to be putting these away for more long-term storage. I have some 5-gallon food grade buckets here, and I have some wonderful Gamma lids. Let me show you. These are Gamma lids, and it's easier to open and to close. But we'll go through that as we fill these. But as you can see, I'm not able to get like a big bag of beans. So whenever I go to the store, I buy beans and I'm stacking them up. You see, I know that I don't quite have enough to fill this container, so I'm stacking them up. And then when I get enough, then I will complete that container of navy big pinto beans. I have here some all-purpose flour. I have enough to fill that. I believe And I also have some self-rising flour in this one. This one is my little knickknacks and things as I go along. Like I said, I buy things here and there, and I add them in here, and then as I get enough, then I will transfer them over. Let me show you over here. Over here, I have rice. I have enough rice now that I can fill that 5-gallon container. I have enough rice. And also, I have enough beans that I can fill my 5-gallon container of beans. I also have enough sugar. I was able to buy large containers of sugar, so I was very pleased about that. So I got a couple of them, and I'll be able to fill it. So I have about 6 or 7 food containers right now that I'm going to store my long-term staples in, and not going to worry about opening those, because as I go to the store, I'll buy some rice. As I go to the store, I'll buy some beans. As I go to the store, I'll buy some sugar. But I also have the peace of mind of knowing that I have long-term in case something jumps off, so to speak. Now, you say, Granny, you got all of this. You got all of this, Granny. And what happens, Granny, if for some, oh, I do have water. I'll show you that, the water that I have. I'm low on toilet paper, but I will be restocking on that. But I have water in a couple of places now. I have distilled water, I have drinking water, and I have spring water in the gallon containers like this. And I've got that lined up in my bathroom to the side. I also have some bottled water in a little area before you walk into here. And I'm also going to show you where I'm going to put some extra water. So I guess you can kind of say Granny is a prepper. Hey, I'm prepping. I'm getting ready for whatever comes my way. Now, let me show you this. In case we have no electricity and I can't, turn on a burner or whatever, I have my own burner here. I have a burner here, and I have a propane tank here. I also have extras of both of these. So I will be able to start my fire, start my flame, and cook whatever it is that I need, or to heat up whatever it is that I need, or to make a meal. Now this what you're seeing here, I 2 deep freezers, and yes, the deep freezers are stocked. Everything in here I pressure wrapped, and I also have a deep freezer in the house. And the reason that I pressure wrapped it, because this is all long term. The food that I have in the house, the freezer, the food that I have in there, I have a freezer on my refrigerator and an extra freezer. I will be using that first, replacing it as I go along. I constantly buy and I constantly replace. So I'm going to show you some of the water and my other alternative for water. Hold on. Oh, I didn't show you this, but I also thought, okay, so this is another way that I can cook in case I have no electricity. I got me a couple of bags of charcoal, and I got my lighter fluid. So, just in case, and it's summer, beautiful out, and I love to cook out anyway. So if I open this and start using it, then I will replace it. Okay, so when you walk in, here's some of my water. Like I said, I also have water in my bathroom, but I'm going to show you this. They're dirty right now because I pulled them out of the garage, but I got to wash these containers down. I have a couple of them, and I'm going to fill them with water. And it's just going to be extra water, just extra water, just in case. You never know. And guys, There's the garden, and it's coming along very nicely. Look at those tomato plants out there. They're getting tomatoes on them. I really need to cut all around my bed with the weed whacker, but I got to figure out how to use the weed whacker first. But the garden is coming along, and the magnolia tree is blooming. Let me run over here real quick and show it to you. Let me show you real quick the magnolia tree. Yes. Oh, it smells divine. Look at that. Yes, the magnolia tree is blooming. So guys, that's what I wanted to share with you. I know you guys have seen this shed from me out here working. So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna share this with them. And, you know, I want you guys to understand that we're in different times right now. We're not in regular times. And so for extraordinary times calls for extraordinary means. And you need to prepare and get yourself together. Excuse all my mess, but like I said, I am working. This is a working area. We don't live out here. It's a working area. So guys, I hope that this helps you in some way or other, and I hope that it inspires you. You know, just start getting your pantry together little by little. Just start little by little. And if you don't have the most pristine or perfect racks, hey, put some cardboard down. Wash them down the best that you can and go with it. You know, this little thing here, look at this table here. I bought it at the thrift store that I already had, but I paid $4 for it. But it's serving a purpose right now. Use what you have and everything else will come. That's the way God works. You've got to get out there and make preparation. You've got to get out there and prepare yourself. And I promise you, God's going to take care of the rest of it. But don't be asleep. Don't be asleep. Be prepared. Listen, whether we have a second wave or not, I promise you, this food's going to get eaten. It's not going to go to waste. And, you know, these canned goods, the good thing about the canned goods, this one here, look at the date. Look at the date on this canned goods. February 3rd, 2022. Hold on. My battery's getting low, guys, so I got to go. But look at the date. February the 3rd, 2022. So yeah, I've got 2 years, almost 3 years, 2 years to eat this. You know, so you can't go wrong. And when you're canning your food, you can keep food forever canned. You know, I've seen people open up canned products 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line. I don't plan on doing that, but get yourself together, get prepared, and get it little by little. You don't have to do everything at once. I didn't, I couldn't, but I'm getting there and I'm making my progress. So come on with me, guys. I love you. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope this blessed you, and I hope that this benefits, and I hope this inspires you. Let's do this together, guys, okay? Bye-bye now.